Buckle up, guys, because today's headline is hotter than Texas asphalt in July. We're talking about the viral moment that lit up every timeline from Twitter to TikTok. That's right. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is back in the headlines, and not for the reasons her PR team would hope. In what's being dubbed the most savage takedown of the year, Fox News' Greg Gutfeld absolutely demolished Crockett on live television. And let's be clear, this wasn't a debate. It was a roast. A full-throttle, no-holds-barred flame session. Sorry guys, I've not been consistent due to health challenges. Your kind words in the comment will help a lot. It all started when an old clip resurfaced of Crockett slamming Florida Representative Byron Donalds for gasp marrying a white woman. Yes, you heard that right. She essentially implied that interracial marriage somehow discredits black identity. Yikes. Enter Greg Gutfeld. He showed up like a late-night comedy sniper with one mission, annihilation, with sarcasm as sharp as a scalpel and the energy of a chainsaw ripping through cardboard. Gutfeld tore Crockett's talking points apart like wet tissue paper. She came in with scripted outrage. He responded with punchlines so venomous they left skid marks. And the crowd? They didn't just laugh. They erupted. Social media blew up faster than a firecracker on the 4th of July. This wasn't commentary. It was a televised knockout. Crockett, caught completely off guard, stumbled through limp comebacks while Gutfeld launched zingers like heat-seeking missiles. She walked into the lion's den thinking it was a brunch interview. She left looking like someone who just lost a rap battle she didn't know she was in. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Tyrus stepped in. Cue the awkward moment of truth. Is she even making a point here? Tyrus asked, followed by the kind of laughter that makes you question life choices. Even he seemed baffled by Crockett's history-defying hot takes. Let's be honest, Jasmine Crockett isn't exactly known for deep legislative genius. Nope, she's better known for camera-ready drama, TikTok tantrums, and headline-chasing chaos. Every press mic becomes a personal stage. Every hearing turns into a dramatic soapbox moment. But Gutfeld, he doesn't do theatrics. He deals in brutal honesty. And he wasn't afraid to say what most were thinking. Crockett's not here to legislate. She's here to go viral. He exposed her shtick for what it was, a parade of buzzwords, deflection, and cringe theatrics. It was like amateur night at the Capitol. Her act? All feathers, no flight. Gutfeld? Blowtorch in hand. He broke it down. Crockett isn't a policymaker. She's a brand. A walking, talking headline in search of a hashtag. And just when the crowd caught their breath, Gutfeld zeroed in on her most recent viral clip, the one where she claimed, essentially, that immigrants are necessary because Americans ain't picking cotton. Yes, she said that. On record. Cue the face bombs. She tried to spin it as commentary on labor shortages. What it sounded like. A cringe-filled monologue that left viewers wondering if she confused a house floor with an improv set. Greg didn't need to shout. He didn't need theatrics. He just held up a mirror and let Crockett's own words do the damage. And it worked. The takedown was clean, precise, and ruthless. Not with rage, but with razor-sharp wit and clarity. He dismantled her contradictions, the virtue signals, the shaky logic. He exposed the hollow core beneath the performance. Kilmeade chimed in with the cherry on top. At first I thought she was joking, he said. But then I realized no one even knew what she was talking about. And yet, she probably walked out of that room thinking she crushed it. Crockett's defenders, of course, came rushing in, screaming racism, misogyny. You're just scared of her. But Gutfeld shut that noise down with precision. He made it clear this wasn't hate. It was accountability. And accountability hurts when you're not used to it. Memes flew. GIFs exploded. One viral image had Gutfeld towering over a cartoon version of Crockett with the caption, "Sit down and learn something." It was chaos, and not the kind Crockett thrives in. She walked in thinking she'd own the spotlight. But she forgot one thing. Gutfeld is the spotlight. And when the dust settled, only one name was trending. Spoiler alert, it wasn't Jasmine. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett just got turned into political confetti by none other than Greg Gutfeld, and social media is still trying to recover from the aftershocks. It all started when a resurfaced clip showed Crockett launching into an eyebrow-raising rant against Florida Representative Byron Donalds for, wait for it, marrying a white woman. Yep, according to Crockett, that somehow means he's no longer black enough. Enter Gutfeld, and he did not come to play. Greg Gutfeld marched onto screen like a stand-up assassin with a Ph.D. in Savage. With sarcasm sharper than a ninja's katana, he ripped through Crockett's logic like it was made of wet napkins. Her sound bites? Shredded. Her confidence? Vaporized. The audience didn't just laugh. They erupted like popcorn on turbo heat. She tried to keep up, tossing out buzzwords like she was headlining a slam poetry night. But Gutfeld kept delivering punchlines so precise, they felt like laser-guided comedy strikes. He wasn't just roasting her. He was delivering a masterclass in political takedowns. Even Tyrus jumped in with a look that screamed, "Is this for real?" He quipped, "Is she making any point at all?" The laughter that followed felt less like comedy and more like a collective therapy session. Let's be honest. Crockett's not known for passing landmark bills or rewriting legislation. She's better known for viral facial expressions, TikTok-ready meltdowns, and buzzword-laced mic drops. Every press conference is a theatrical monologue. Every hearing turns into Broadway. But Gutfeld, he doesn't do Broadway. He does back-alley barbecues where your pride gets grilled to a crisp. He called it out, straight and unfiltered. Crockett isn't delivering results. She's chasing likes, retweets, and outrage engagement. And Gutfeld dragged her whole playbook into the spotlight, flipping each page with ruthless clarity. Then came that quote. Crockett claimed the U.S. needs immigrants because ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Translation? We're done picking cotton. Cue the internet facepalms. Her attempt to wax poetic on labor shortages sounded more like a rejected stand-up routine than public policy. Gutfeld didn't flinch. He didn't raise his voice. He simply raised the bar. He showed the receipts, the contradictions, the thirst for clout. He exposed the empty calories in her political performance diet. While she spun out like a malfunctioning Roomba, Gutfeld just smirked, cold and calculating. Kilmeade added fuel to the fire. I thought she was joking, he said, but nobody even knew what she was talking about. Oof. But the roast wasn't over. Crockett doubled down on chaos, claiming Democrats need to throw hands to win elections. Gutfeld barely blinked. He might have been daydreaming about lunch. That's how easy it was for him. The memes exploded. One had him standing over a cartoon Crockett with the caption, "Sit down and learn something." And when Crockett tried to defend herself over previous comments about Governor Abbott's wheelchair, saying she wasn't mocking it, people dug up Facebook posts where she liked jokes calling him Hot Wheels. Awkward. Supporters rushed to spin it, dropping essays on Instagram and hashtags like #ProtectBlackVoices. But the internet had already made up its mind. Crockett didn't just trip. She fell down an escalator of her own making. Gutfeld walked off with a smirk that said, "Next?" And that's when the real breakdown happened. Gutfeld didn't just torch Crockett. He dismantled the entire genre of influencer politicians, those who think TikTok tantrums and viral buzzwords are a substitute for real governance. No bills, no accomplishments, just hashtags and headlines. This wasn't a clash of ideas. It was a cultural autopsy. And Crockett? She became the poster child for what happens when you confuse noise for leadership. Even as she stood there, waiting for applause that never came, the reality set in. Volume isn't vision. Sound bites aren't strategy. And no, Twitter clout doesn't pay legislative dividends. Gutfeld didn't need to shout. He whispered the truth with a smirk and handed Crockett her political obituary. She walked in with feathers. He walked out with a whole bird. So what did we learn, folks? When you walk into a spotlight with nothing but sass, someone like Greg Gutfeld will gladly write your final act. If you love breakdown that slice through the fluff and syrup reality with a twist of savage, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts below. We've got more receipts coming your way. Stay tuned.